Sag, welcome to your general reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. We're going to start off with the oracles today. Show me. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Sagittarian energy. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Sagittarian energy. What's up for Sag? What's going on? Show me, Sag. Show me Sagittarius, please. Right. Angel of Strength, yeah. Nice. Finding the strength within you, number 50 or 5. Some of you might have some Leo in your chart, yeah? Angel of Strength. Needing to be strong at this time. Just please know that you are protected spiritually and otherwise. Extend yourself outwards into your community. For some of you, also here we have, these have a kind of combination elements to them. So here we have the 3 of Cups. We also have some 10 of Pentacles energy. We also have some Cancerian energy. So some of you are finding strength within your community, your family, your friends, your connectivity. Also finding strength to kind of put yourself out there, back out there, I should say. Examining new connections, possibly reconnecting. Love energy for some of you, but getting reacquainted with good, wholesome, good for you energy. You know what I'm saying? Things that benefit you, connections that benefit you, that make you feel good, that make you feel correct, that make you feel right. You know what I mean? So for some of you, putting yourself out there and you take them, it's requiring a little bit of strength. For some of you, just please know you got this. All right. You're protected spiritually and otherwise, but yes, extending your energy outwards. Connecting with whom you need to. Show me that Sagittarian energy, please. Show me Sag. What's going on for Sag? Oh, Justice. Oh my, straight out the gate with Justice, Libra energy. What else, please? Aye. The Emperor. The 4 of Cups. I typically don't take this many in the past. I don't want to stay here too long. Yours truly has often been accused of lingering too far in the past. That just helps me understand the premise of the current energy. But there you go. So in the 4 of Cups, the Moon. So there is a strong feeling here that you have been unhappy in the recent past. And it has been this way for some time. In this effort of finding balance and justice for yourself, you have kind of stood in your power here as Emperor and said, look, if I'm being honest with myself, I haven't been too happy. And at 4 of Cups in the Moon. So the idea is, if we know this, what are we going to do about it? Because you do want to create a space of justice for yourself. You do want to create that space of equilibrium. And you do want to stand in your power. You want to own this shit, not deny it, right? So if we're unhappy and we can admit this, if we can acknowledge it, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to dedicate energy towards fixing this, to rescaling ourselves, to kind of put ourselves back into our zero set of gravity, yeah? But it's kind of been something that's been lingering in your moon energy about how you've been disappointed in love, okay? Things have not felt right or feel like they have gone your way. And it's something that you do seek to balance. So I don't see you trying to ignore that moon energy. I think you're trying to bring it more forward. And in so doing, you step into your power as the Emperor to kind of be more claiming of this situation. In other words, being more honest with yourself about what you're really experiencing in terms of emotional disappointment, love, connectivity, all that stuff, yeah? Show me the current energy, please. Show me the current energy, please, for Sagittarius. What is going on here for that current energy, please? Wait, come on now. And your energy's picking up. The Knight of Wands. That's always a good sign in my book. What else, please, that current energy? The 7 of Wands. Okay, but you're not being too overly expressive either. There's your caution kicking in. Yeah, you've got some certain steam that you're feeling again. Yeah, you're feeling some energy here again, but you're trying to be cautious with it. 7 of Wands. You're not trying to let it all out the bag at one time. With the Lovers, oh my. We got a strong connection here that you have very strong passion towards. We kind of block it a little bit. I don't know how far and to what extent, but I just see you as being cautious at this time with what looks like a strong connection. One that you, let's make this clear, have very strong energy towards, particularly where your old passion is concerned. Okay, but I do see you as being cautious with it. All right, I got boundaries in place. I am. I feel it. It's true. It's there. I got it. I don't deny it. I am connecting with people. There's somebody here you're strongly resonating with, but you're showing me a heavy sense of caution. You're not trying to throw everything into the wind and just leap off the cliff. It's like, yeah, I've got energy here. I'm connecting to somebody strongly, but I'm showing a rigorous amounts of boundaries surrounding that particular energy. And it's very strong and it's very compelling and you are highly attracted to it. The Lovers, of course, is a strong connection. I think you don't want to be in a situation where you go passion first, you know, even though that is typically our first inclination to show interest. I think you're trying to be cautious with that. Okay. So it's not that you're denying that there's passion there. Yes, indeed there is, but you're also trying to show boundaries towards it. Okay, show me that future, please, for Sag. All right, 9 of Swords. Why are you stressed out, honey? Why are you stressed out? Why are you stressed out? Show me, please. Show me that more of that future energy, please. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. No, that's not necessarily a bad thing. How so? Page of Cups. I need you to relax, honey. Page of Cups to the Four of Wands. Am I going to open up to commitment or not? I want you to relax, okay? I can see that that's on your mind in the future in connection to this very strong connection, okay? You're getting all up in your head about how things are going to move forward in future. Specifically, will there be an investment and commitment? So many of you are showing caution with your energy, and I understand why, especially if you're just now putting your energy out there. You don't want it to go awry, right? You don't want it to go running wild. You want it to serve a purpose. You want your natural sexual energy and otherwise to serve a purpose. I see that. That's why you're being so cautious with your passion. I do believe you're not completely throwing yourself into it, but you do want to explore it. Something here is speaking to you strongly. And I see you having night sweats in the future, overly anxious about the process, specifically if this is going somewhere. Let's find out. Let's take a look. Just please know that while you are clearly out there and you're using a kind of strength of will to connect with people in a good and meaningful way, you are connecting with somebody very strongly and you feel a great deal of heat towards it. Okay, there's a lot of desire attached to this and you are trying to show a sense of caution, like I said, boundaries with it. And the biggest question on your mind in future, is this going to go into a commitment? Page of Cups, Four of Wands. Are we investing in that way, or is this just straight up, you know, lover's energy that is passionate but may not necessarily go somewhere? So that seems to be what's on your mind. So I just want you to keep in mind that where you're coming from is a good place of recognition of what is fair to you, what isn't, how you have been feeling, how you stood in your power, and this has served you well. So I want you to keep that in mind. Part of standing in your power is relaxing your energy and allowing a connection to go at a natural pace. Okay? That's part of being secure with who you are. Okay? If you are not secure with yourself, you're going to be having night sweats. Is this going somewhere? Is this going somewhere? And you're not going to enjoy the ride of the connection. And here's the thing, honey. Two people are on the same page or they're not. You might have very strong feelings towards someone and they you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be in the long term. So I know you know that because the concern is here. But you specifically want to know if this connection is going to go somewhere. And you're not going to know until you're in it. You're really not going to know until you're in it. But if two people are on board on the same page, then there's no reason why their intention shouldn't be known or made clear. I mean, you have to be in it in order to figure it out. So I see you stressing about that connection, that commitment. Is it going to go somewhere? Will there be a commitment? Are we investing in the same thing? Because I'm interested in an Ace of Cups. Yes, you are. So I'm interested in love. And I want something that has some longevity attached to it. It's great that I have such strong, passionate feeling towards you. But still, I mean, I got to know that it's leading somewhere, I mean, what's the point of the whole thing? So it's that whole energy of what's the point of the whole thing that can often ruin relationships when we put too much stress or emphasis on it. You do you. You be yourself within a newly developing connection. Try not to stress so much about how that Wheel of Fortune is turning. Everybody, a lot of times, want to put the cart before the horse. Honey, nope. We can't do that. Okay, I want to know the outcome before I even fully engage in it. Well, that's how we set ourselves up for failure. And if a relationship progresses naturally and properly, you two will know this along the pathway with very little confusion. Okay, something's either going somewhere and you two understand it, you talk about it, there's no qualms, there's no bullshit behind it, you can just talk about it. Okay, so I want you to relax that energy a little bit, all right? Because your heart space is telling me you're ready to go. Your passionate energy is telling me it's ready to go. So if you well and truly are an emperor and you want to show yourself balance, make sure that you carry that balance with you. Don't become attached to the outcome, and don't allow your relationships to be dictated by potential outcomes or failures of it, because then you will set yourself up for failure. Because I see you headed in a particular direction here that has something attached to it. It has potential, but that's what you're worried about. Does it have potential, Christina? I need to know, and I need to know now, or I'm not going to bother. Well, it's that same kind of mindset that's not going to allow you to know. All right? And this is one of those things you should be able to tell sooner rather than later. I don't want to stay too far in the past. I can tell that it took a lot to pull you out of this kind of particular funk. You really did have to stand in your power, show strength, and to put yourself or to re-engage in the love energy. For some reason, you found this to be an incredible feat of strength. Like, it took a lot for you to put your energy back out there. Okay, but there was this thing that within you that says, I'd rather try than not. I'd rather try to balance more with myself emotionally than not, and I would like to try to balance for someone else too. So good. I'm glad on you. I'm happy for you. I would like to see, ideally, some elements of healing in here. Show me justice, please. Show me justice, please. Show me justice, please. Show me justice, please. Oh, nope. Show me justice, please. The Chariot. Yeah, you wanted a stronger harmonious sense of love and being in love and stronger emotionality. It's pretty straightforward. It's not too confusing at all. Show me the Emperor, please. Is standing in your power, showing strength. Okay, the Hermit. There we go. That's better. I like this. Good, good, good. Strong confrontation with yourself about what emotional harmony is, what emotional balance is. This is what it's like when I'm in love, and this is probably what it should be like if someone's in love with me, right? So understanding and acknowledging within yourself what to expect from your own self about regards to emotions and what it's like to be in love and how you should understand, and it should be coming back to you in a fair and balanced manner. You know this, you recognize this, you've gone within, you've done a lot of hard work in cleaning up your energy, standing in your power and saying, this is what I understand to be true, this is what I deserve, and I completely 100% agree with you. Because you've been in this place of, I haven't been too happy for a very long time. I've been continuously disappointed in love. And yeah, it put me in a place where I've kind of hidden from it, where I've kind of retreated my energy from it. I haven't really wanted to deal with it. And it was something I had to do and take a look at, like myself. What kind of connections am I getting involved in where I always feel like I'm short-sighted in love, or short-changed, I should say, in love? You know, why do I keep finding myself in that particular situations? Because the Four of Cups is like an emotional behavior pattern, and it's something that you could not see for a very long time with the Two of Swords. Again, it required a lot of deep work, you know, and understanding what your value and worth in love is, what you should be expecting, what you should be receiving in return. Again, this is giving and receiving love in equal measure, and you coming to terms with how that should actually look like, how it should actually feel like. And you've been unhappy for a while. That was in your moon energy. Goodness knows how long this went on. And it was something that you just could not see for a long time. It's just something you were not prepared to see, because part of that means you would have to admit to knowing the truth that you often found yourself in relationships where you probably got a lot more attached than they were, right? And that's a confrontational thing, and that is absolutely 100% something we have to heal from. It's a hard fucking truth, honey. You know, when we find ourselves, Four Cups is repeating emotional patterns. When you find yourself in repeating emotional patterns where you constantly feel like you're short-ended on the love stick, when it's like every relationship ends up the same, you need to understand at some point there's a common denominator in all this, and that is you. Why do you keep finding yourself attached to people over and over again that keep not ponying up their emotions where you keep giving them? It's not fair, right? So again, the Emperor is no casual energy. This is standing up for ourselves and saying, look, okay, I can own this shit about myself. I keep finding myself in relationships where I'm continuously disappointed and I keep getting attached to the same asshole. Okay? over and over again with the disappointment. But you have to realize, and this is what I can't stand, Sag, about ignorant people. They're like, why does this always happen to me? What is the common denominator in those scenarios that it always happens to you? It's you. So when I say you looked at yourself and you did some hard truths, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You figured out at some point, and this is something that you did not want to deal with for a very long time. Okay? That's why it's taking you strength to put your emotional energy back out there. Is that you have often found yourself in relationships repeatedly where you always felt like you're on the short end of the stick. They seemed promising at first, but then they fizzled out. Right? And it's something that has occurred over and over again. And then one day it's going to kind of hit you. Especially if you're in that position where you want to get back out there, but you don't want the same shit to happen again. Right? So you had some internal stuff going on that says, okay, I can embrace these particular truths about myself. Maybe I keep finding myself attracted to and investing in relationships I know I probably shouldn't. I have a tendency to do that. Maybe I should stop doing that. Right? And you have a stronger idea now of what reciprocated love energy should look like, what it should feel like. And that's what you want. That's what you're standing in your power for, but it also takes owning our really hard fucking truths. Okay? The shit that's been under the moon energy. In other words, you want more, you want to feel more. You want to be a part of something more, and you're tired of this kind of rotating love energy where nothing ever seems to change. You know? No emotional development, nothing to emotionally anchor you, nothing to really thrill you, blow your energy up. At first you give a lot to it, but you don't get a lot back, right? Yeah. Okay. So, that's a strong understanding. Good on you for understanding it about yourself, for going into your moon energy and coming to terms with that particular truth. Because yes, there was a repeating energy here and it was yours. And we don't mean to do that. We don't mean to continuously develop poor attachments to the same type of personality over and over again. We don't mean to. But it was a love language you probably learned at who knows when. Okay? It's a love language you probably learned to develop with somebody at a very early age. And you've been repeating those relationships ever since. You know, who knows? But that Four of Cups... It's like stirring the same damn pot, expecting different results, right? Okay, I'm saving this on purpose because I feel like these two are related. I typically start here, but those two are tying. I just know they are. The Knight of Wands, please, for Sag. Show me that. Okay, show me the Knight of Wands, please, for Sag. Show me that Knight of Wands, please. Show me that Knight of Wands. So you feeling something for somebody now. We got passion. We got an Ace of Cups. We got a Lovers. But we got some boundaries here. We got some restrictions. Which again, considering where you're coming from, it makes sense to me. You don't want to just dive into the passion first. Show me that Knight of Wands, please. Oh, but you feel it though. You got energy for something. Show me that Knight of Wands, please. Oh, goodness me. Five of Wands. You resist it too. Why do you resist the passion so much, Sag? The Tower, the Ace of Pentacles. Part of you fears the exchange. Part of you fears the exchange. Really investing. You feel it. It's a very strong inclination in you to move the energy forward, but then you resist it within yourself. You're in that Five of Wands. The Tower, the Ace of Pentacles is like, I know it could change everything. If I moved too fast on this, if I moved too hard on this, if I moved too swift on this. Part of you fears to make whatever this is much more substantial. You're connecting to somebody really hard. I don't know when you met this person. I will do a time check, but they seem to be in your sphere now. And it's like, if I make it more substantial, if I make it more real with the Ace of Pentacles, that's terrifying. It's going to cause a shakeup. But God, you desire it, though. You do desire it. You do desire it, but it's kind of like, A part of you fears making that kind of change to really kind of cross the Rubicon, as it were, to cross the threshold. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Dead center reading. Show me the Seven of Wands, please. No. And as you resist this, you also resist your desires. God, you want it so bad, honey. You really do. But it's fearful. It's the confrontation of change if you fully immerse in this energy the way that you want to. Who is provoking this much in you? Strong sense of desires and hopes attached to somebody, but you also resist it. It's like, God, that requires such a radical change, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. And I understand, honey, if you're not ready, you're not ready. But I think you're lying to yourself a little bit, because it's almost like a knee-jerk reaction to resist this energy and to really substantiate it. And that's coming from a place of possibly changing the dynamic. But it's the star, the Seven of Wands. As you resist it, so too do you resist your desires, your hopes, your wishes. What else plays about that Seven of Wands? And your love. Ten of Cups. I don't think you're doing it on purpose. I think you just have a hard time trusting yourself. In terms of substantiating a connection the way that you really, really want to. I just think it's something you're just not used to, especially considering where you came from. Right? Because here's the theory of what it is you should be striving for, but when it comes to practice, you get nervous. You get nervous. The theory's all well and good. I should strive for balanced, harmonious love. I'm healed. I'm standing in my power. I know what I want. Yes, you do. But now that you're being confronted with something that you want, you're having a hard time accepting it. And it's like it requires a really strong radical change, you know, or at least in your estimation, because you are seriously in this confrontation of this energy, stepping outside of your comfort zone. In other words, it has a lot of promise written on it, but it's a promise I don't think you're particularly used to. So you resist it, and it's coming from a place of fear. It is coming from a place of fear, because like I said, theory is easy, practice is different. Now that you've learned what you needed to learn, and you've gone within and you've learned your heart's truths, now you have to practice what you know. And I know you're putting yourself out there. And there's someone who you connect to that you desire a great deal, but to offer more is terrifying. It's to take it to the next place. But at the same time, the desire is so strong. The emotional equality between you and this person is here, and it's accounted for, but you resist it. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. Show me the Lovers, please. Oh, Three of Wands. Yet you look towards it. You look towards this person specifically. You look forward to their energy. You do enjoy it. You also resist it simultaneously, and I promise you it comes from a place of fear, particularly the fear of the unknown. To desire something so strong, because there's a lot of desire aspects here. There's a lot of desire cards here. Obviously, it's more than passion. I see the Ten of Cups. I see the substantiality with the Ace of Pentacles, and I see the long-term hope and vision. So I can tell you right now it's more than passion. At least coming from your side, but it's like stepping into the unknown for you. Your energy has such a strong reaction. Bing, 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 bing. And it's like, honey, this is what you've been preparing yourself for. Or at least it feels that way. It feels like you've been preparing yourself. You were so bold as to claim, I know what love is. Okay? I know what love is. I'm standing in my power. I'm owning my shit of how I've blinded myself to relationships in the past and how I've always kind of settled for less than. Okay? Because it was safe, or it was because it was what I was new, or because I know it didn't rock the boat, or I wasn't reaching too hard. It could be any of those concepts under here. You know, I was too afraid to reach too far, so I always kind of settled for these low-level cups. I don't want to settle for that shit anymore. Alright? So you studied the theory, and now that theory is being put into practice by said universe. I hope you have fun with that. Because the universe is pushing on you real hard. And it's because they want you to achieve your highest good. They want you to achieve whatever they is, the universe, God, house, spirit, however you want to call it, name it or identify it. It's here. And it's asking you to push for this, to fight for this, to push past your own fears and sense of radical change and substantiate it. It's yours, honey. It's here for the taking. The Seven of Wands, you're like resisting it. I don't know. I'm daring to reach for this, and I've been taught in the past not to do that, to not expect too much, to not ask for too much, to not want for too much. I don't know if I can dare do that. And it's like right here in your face, everything that you're pushing away with this Star and the Ten of Cups. There's so much desire in this. It's flip. Dude, Five of Wands, dudette, whatever. Five of Wands with the Tower. It requires, yes, you pushing past your own bullshit to really claim this with the Ace of Pentacles. It really does require you to step into the unknown. This is what real connection looks like after a series of what I'm sure is not too outstanding or thrilling connections, you know, but that's up to you. And the Three of Wands, you look to this person whom you've identified as a strong connection, the lover. Oh my goodness. My. And in case there was any confusion about who or what we were talking today, I done told you these were connected. I do kind of do what I do fairly well. Okay, there's a reason why I called it, man. It's like you look to this strong connection literally for love, for happiness, connectivity, passion, but you're also like, no. No. So, I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just telling you, honey, there's theory and then there's practice, and you're being confronted hardcore with practice. It's like, yeah, you know your truth, Sag. You figured it out. Good for you. We're very proud of you. Here's the person. And you look forward to this person's energy. I see you going like this, honey. Yeah. You got 3 aces, baby. And a crap load of fear. A lot of fear to actually claim it. It requires you not just confronting yourself once, but twice. Here's what I know I want. Here's where I've come from. I don't want to be there anymore. Now you have to confront yourself again by actually claiming the damn thing. It's there. It's in front of your fucking face. Okay? I might call your video. No. I'll get demonetized. I can't call your video that. It's right in your fucking face. I can't say that. I'll get in trouble. But no, it does require you to cross that particular threshold, honey, to make it real, to grasp it. And your biggest obstacle, honey, is you. Remember that over here? Your biggest obstacle was you in choosing relationships in the past where you settled. And they didn't feel particularly good, but it took you a long time to come to terms with that. Now you're having to confront yourself once more about why it is you haven't fully embraced this. Whoever this is. I don't even know if they've entered your life yet. I can't see it. I just know how you are reacting to it is so strongly. It's my desire. It's my wish. It's my hope. It's like big fun, sexy time wrapped up in love, wrapped in substantial promise. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, oh my God. So let's get to it. Let's check out your heart. Let's see where your heart's at. Let's see if you've really come to terms with your truth. All right, because like I said, there's theory and then there's practice. Okay, honey, you wanted big love? You wanted big connection? You wanted big passion? It's in your face. It's here. Ding dong, Sag. You're going to answer the door? The biggest obstacle is you. It's literally your energy crossing you. Oh my. Ace of Cups, please. Show me that heart space for Sag. Show me. No, I know. It's Page of Swords. I'm still trying to learn about that big love that I said I wanted. It's a little intimidating, isn't it? It's a little intimidating to be so confronted. We all think we're ready for it. I can't begin to tell you. Half of tarot is people saying they want new, they want those big feelings, and when they get them, no, that's not what I wanted. I didn't ask for that. The confrontation of what it is we really want, and when the universe tries to deliver it to us, people often turn it away, deny it, downplay it, Everybody says they want new. Everybody says, I want, I want, I want, I want. And the universe is like, oh yeah? Prove it. Here's a person. We think they might be a good fit for you. So, did you really want that? Did you really put that order into the universe? Because we're trying to deliver it to you. So, your Page of Swords over the Ace of Cups, man. Somebody who represents that new love space, real world application, it's almost a terrifying confrontation, right? And it's scary. I don't think you're trying to push them away. I think you're trying to integrate more of yourself into it. I think that's what you're struggling with the most. You're very comfortable with what it is you know you deserve. Nah. But are you comfortable, my love, with accepting what is yours? Two different things. Theory and practice. I know you got used to this. I know. And I don't ever want you to go back on that. I don't want you to go back to settling to subpar relationships where you're perpetually unhappy. Because you got used to settling. I know that's what I'm getting, man. I know that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing a repeat energy pattern for you. Settling. I know it felt okay to you at the time. But it was probably comfortable, possibly safe. Don't reach too much. Don't reach too far, Sag. Don't. You'll get hurt. Something like that. I feel it. And now you are confronted with desires and hopes of some magnitude. And now the universe is like, Sag, we dare you. You listen to that song, what is it? By Foreigner, I Want to Know What Love Is. Yeah, you know what love is. You heard the song. You read the book. You want to know what love is. You figured it out. You are correct. Being in love should be fair and balanced and reciprocated. It should make you feel strong and fulfilled. You are absolutely 100% fucking correct. You should never feel like you're settling or that you're second best to anyone's energy, ever. I completely 100% agree with you. Now, are you going to step up? I don't even know if you've met this person yet. I really don't know. The Lovers is a strong soul connection, which implies old, but it's marked by 3 aces. It's definitely in your life, and it feels confrontational. It requires a fuck ton of change from your point of view. Oh, but the change could be so worth it. That change could be so worth it, honey. Look at that. This person's packing a star. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. You're part of that too, honey. You got passion, you got desire written all over this, but caution. So much caution. You're not letting that energy explode on you. And you're not allowing that energy to explode onto them either. They're here in there with you. Oh, I know that they are magnetized towards you as well. I can see it to some extent. But your little heart space over here is Page of Swords. I'm looking through the keyhole. I'm looking at the keyhole. I'm looking through the keyhole at what could be. Like that. That's what your energy's trying to do. I see it. I see it. I know I can see it. I want you to do more than see it, honey. I want you to do more than see it. And block it. You've done that, honey. You've done that. You've played that game. Blocking big love. Blocking big feelings because you were taught or told repeatedly not to reach too far. Don't go for big feelings. Right? Don't settle for that. It's all right here. Don't settle for that. I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead and settle for that. For the easier feelings, the low-hanging fruit. It won't hurt you. Oh, yes, it did. Just not in the way you expected. Because you're over here feeling shortchanged. That's how I know it hurts you. So when we reach low, we get low results, yeah? So when you reach high... What else, please, is going on in that Ace of Cups? You're trying so hard. You're trying. I told you, you haven't completely dismissed it. Your energy just won't fully engage what's right there in front of your face. Okay, and it's right there in front of your face, man. It's right there in front of your freaking face. You won't fully engage with it. It's like I said, your heart space, your wishes, your wants, and desires are still trying to catch up to the fact that it's right there in reality. It's not hypothetical anymore, Sag. It's right there in reality. And you're still looking through that, people. I'm trying to warm up to it. I'm trying to warm up to what makes me happy. I am. I know that's what I deserve, Christina, but it's really hard to do it in real life. I know. That's your background talking. That's your bullshit talking. That's not you talking. That's your bullshit. The one that you had to get confrontational about, honey. The one where you stood in your power and said, no more. No mas. No more low-level bullshit where I'm constantly told to reach less so I won't be hurt. Guess what? You got hurt anyway. This is what happens when we settle and we don't aspire to more. You're not challenged in this kind of relationship. Not in a way that's healthy or productive. A real loving connection challenges you, inspires you to do more, to be more. I'm not talking about arguing every day. I'm talking about somebody who bounces back on you and says, Sag, you can do more. You can reach for more. You can desire more. You can have more. And you have found yourself in relationships time and again that did not challenge you appropriately. It was just like, well, I'm here with you. You're here with me. Don't question it. Okay, I can accept that. No, you can't. It's never what you wanted, but I can tell that's what you settled for repeatedly. Now, I'm still getting acquainted with what I want. I'm here. I know what you want. It's right here. Will you get out of your own way, please? You did the hard work. And I know I did a very brief overview. How long this process took, God knows. How many relationships you went through with this low-level static energy where not much is gained, but not much is lost. Again, low-hanging fruit. How long? I don't know. It's in your past orientation. I could not tell you how long it took you to learn this lesson. But now that I know it's time for you to apply the lesson, the energy that's available to you is immediate. It's in your proximity. I know it is. I can see it. It's within your grasp. It has far-reaching desire and longevity and love attached to it. And you're like, I'm still warming up to it. Okay. I just don't want you killing it. I don't want you killing it. Continue to engage in it and try to get past this fear of making it more. Try to get past this fear in you to make it more, because it's there, honey. It's there for you to claim. It's there for you to grasp. It is safe for you sometimes to reach like this. You know? And I know it's been hard for you to trust that instinct. I see it. God, honey, if you got Leo in your pocket, I suggest you pull it out. By that, I mean in your chart. I know you're engaging, connecting, possibly reconnecting. Again, this has the Three of Cups built into it. Let's fast forward. Nine of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. You stressing. Is this going to lead to commitment? There you are, underline. Oh, good God. So many of you are just now really re-emerging into your emotional and sexual energies, and it's been so absent for so long. It's been missing for a long time. That's the particular seed in your garden that would not take off. It wasn't just you. Somebody was blocking it from the other side. It's more past bullshit. Things that you are going to leave behind if you haven't already. It was like the one thing in your garden that would not grow was the passion, the intensity, the ambition, the drive. And it kind of shut you down from an emotional place. You're just now re-emerging. There's that curiosity again. Okay, let's switch over. Show me. I want you to stop stressing, honey. Let's get you past you first. And then we'll start talking commitment, okay? Let's get you past you first before we start worrying about, is this going to go somewhere? Because I can tell you now, that's one of the things that's holding your energy up. We can't make guarantees, and that's the beauty of it. Do you see the irony? That's why you settled for low-level relationships in the past, is because you could see how they would spread out. and that they could go in a particular direction for a very long time, and it made a safe feeling, but it also set you into a trap of repeating those relationships. You understand me? Four of Cups has a lot of hold power, particularly where our emotional relationships develop over and over again. Okay? And this is something you had to come to terms with. So you want the big, you want the bold, then act like it. Accept it. Challenge accepted. I fucking take this from the universe. Okay? I take this. Dear universe, thank you. I'm going to take this. I'm going to run with it. I'll be responsible. But I am going to realistically try it out. That's what I want for you. You're trying... You're just looking through there. I'm trying to get reacquainted with what's in that heart space. I am, Christina. I am. I know my happiness is in there. I do. I know this is what I want. Okay? I want to see you push past that Five of Wands. You can do it, honey. You can do it. Show me that Nine of Swords. I'm your fucking coach today. You can do it. Okay? That support, that challenge energy I was talking to you about, because they were always safe but settling relationships. They don't challenge you. Well, here you go. Here's Anti-Sassy. I'm challenging you, honey. Try it. Take it up. It may not fit for the long term, but you're not going to know until you try. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Really? Okay. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Tell me you push past it. Oh, Nine of Swords again, but with that Knight of Wands again. Oh, my. Okay. You're letting your energy and or your imagination run away from you, some of you. Don't allow your good intentions and that good, glorious energy to get into your fucking headspace. Please. 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 That's one of the ways we can slip back here. Is we let our mind hijack what we're experiencing, and it fucks everything up. Okay? Don't fall for that. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Let's see. Tell me you're working on it. Tell me you're working on it. Tell me you're working on it. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Two of Wands. Okay. Communication, active decision making here. Show me how. Excuse me. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. All right. I need you to default to what feels comfortable to you. Not old habits. Not bad habits. Not settling for emotionally safe relationships because you could kind of see how that they would end up in the future without challenging you or actually being what you want. I want you to put some of this energy and ask yourself with that Queen of Pentacles, am I caring for myself? Am I loving myself appropriately by giving myself what I want? Am I stepping up to myself? Okay, am I really cultivating and creating a space of love and comfort and care for myself? Ask yourself that. So when you feel challenged or positioned by when you feel like you've been put in a position of challenge and confrontation, I hate using that word confrontation, but you feel like it's something that you want to engage in, but you struggle with it, so I keep coming up with that word. So I want you to default to what is in my best interest. What love energies make me feel like I'm taken care of, like I am supported, like I am loved, like I am nurtured. Like when I walk through the door, I know that that person's happy to see me and they don't just treat me like a chore or just someone they have to check in with. Is this, holistically speaking, good for me? And that's what I want you to reflect your thoughts on. Okay, when you get into that space of uncertainty and fear, show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. Hold on. Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. And when you insist on putting what's good for you forward, you will get good results. And it will help bypass your anxieties, your thoughts, your stresses, yeah? Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. Well, your intuition's talking to you, all right. Oh, dare I say you're listening to your intuition in the future? That's better. 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 Good job. Good job. So when you put yourself into that space of, look, I have thoughts and I have fears, I really am stepping out of my comfort zone. But even while I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, if I continue to pursue that is right for me, it becomes my new comfort zone. When I choose love, I choose to better take care of myself. You understand? Sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone to find our new comfort zone. And that's not the easiest of things. And you are really having to take the theory into practice. So I know there's times when your energy naturally wants to be like, hold up. No, we can't. No, yes, I want to, but no. We really have to learn to bypass ourselves. And I promise you, the more you follow your intuition, the Wheel of Fortune, the more you allow for that positive change, the more you will in fact generate positive change. That's how it works. Everybody wants the Wheel of Fortune to turn in their favor. And I promise you, you can stack the odds. And one of the best ways you can do that is to honor yourself, your intentions, your wishes, your wants, and your desires. I've been doing this all day, and my words are starting to run together. I'm a little tired. Aries put me through the fucking ringer. Theirs was hard. I got really close to scrapping it. It was difficult and inconclusive, but it had a lot of details in it, so I decided to keep it. Anyway, my point is that your fire cousin wore me the fuck out. Okay? It wore me out. But the intuition, you, however, seem to be like, okay, I'm trying, coach. I'm trying. I'm giving 110%. I really am. Christina, I'm trying to open up towards what's best for me. And in so doing, I pull it towards me. Yes, you are. So good. At first, I thought you were going to talk yourself out of this because you couldn't guarantee a commitment, right? Because back here, when we choose these low-level energies, these low-level relationships, we at least understand to some extent how they're going to go. They're safe, they're predictable, they're low-hanging fruit. Is that what you want? No, you fucking don't. You've already defined that back here for me. So I want you to stop pushing back on whoever this is to you. I don't know who the hell this is. They have an imprint of old and new simultaneously. So it's a strong connection that I know it's available to you. And when you stop pushing back on it, you stop pushing back on yourself. Because this is what you said you wanted. Back it up. Okay? All right, it's game day as far as I'm concerned. Oh, your energy got me all jazzed up. I see it, man. I see it. I really, I can see energies teetering, man, on the precipice of change. Either to fall back on old habits, to talk themselves out of shit, or they start to edge themselves a little closer to what they actually want. That's what you're doing. I want you to keep going. Please, the more you listen to your feeling, your intuition, your gut instinct, the more it's telling you, Ace of Cups, yes. Ace of Wands, yes. I can do this. Yes, you can. And it becomes your new comfort zone. This is your old comfort zone, and it's not so comfortable, is it? No. We want to create a new one. So ask yourself, is this connection benefiting you? Does it make you feel good? Does it lend to your sense of care and structure and love and concern? And frankly, a little bit of fucking TLC. Okay? Because we have to remember the King, Queen of Pentacles is household energy. Can someone love you within the confines of a natural setting? A home space? Do you feel good there with them? That's what I want you to say yes to. Especially when you have fears that crop up, and you will. The shit that tries to pull you backwards. The old thoughts, the old fears that try to pull you back into the past and keep you there. No. This is your time to shine and step up and claim this fucking energy. Page of Cups to the Four of Wands. Emotionally investing. Emotionally investing in a commitment. Let's see it. Four of Wands, just think of Four of Wands as a relationship. I don't like to just say commitment. It's a little bit more than that. The idea is the Four of Wands, it's a little more relaxed than that. I would have to see surrounding cards to see commitment. But the Four of Wands is like, here's my energy, here's yours. Let's see if we can build some walls around that. Okay, i.e. a relationship. I'm with you. Your energy standing up for me, my energy standing up for you. It's agreed upon. So again, we're going to be investing, I believe, into a relationship, and it's leading you into this via that Wheel of Fortune, using your intuition to stack the odds in your favor, to lean towards what you want, not lean against it. Okay? Okay. Let's do it. Show me that Page of Cups, please, to the Four of Wands. Oh. Show me this Page of Cups, please, to the Four of Wands for Sag. Go, Sag. Fuck yeah. Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you is. Good job. Go, Sag. Yes. Yes, you found your new emotional home. It's new emotional relationship. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't take another reading, honey. I could not take another reading where I know that person. I want that person. I'm not going to get that person. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I can't take another one like that. I can't. Fucking thank you for saving the day. Okay? Oh, yes. Yes. And this all happened because you pushed past yourself. You challenged yourself. You say you wanted appropriate love. You say you know what it looks like. You're being confronted with it. You're strongly attracted to it for that same reason. You're a little fearful of it. You're a little distrustful of it because it beckons you so fucking strongly. It's like, it goes contrary to everything that you have been part of in the past. And this is heavy, heavy past orientation energy. So this has happened to you more than once. I can see it. Where you were taught to reach for low-hanging fruit and to be satisfied with it because it's safe, because it's predictable. You know, at some point energetically, you understood this is no bueno, that this does not help you. I agree, it doesn't. And so now that you have a connection here that is so terribly strong, you resist it. I understand why. Because true change means actually acting on it. You're being confronted with actually acting on true change. You want it, you prove it. And it's here. It's here. It's desirous. It's hopeful. It's wishful. It's built up to a lot of love. You look back over your shoulder at this person because you know that's where the cup is with this strong connection. You don't push it away. You are still warming up into that same Ace of Cups with this person and finding your love in them. Still finding your desires in them. Understanding the pull, the attraction. Why is it so strong? Why do you seek it out? Why do you desire it? Why is all that crap? And here's the thing. I thought, oh God, here comes that Nine of Swords. Are we going to go back into the past with a bunch of bullshit? No, you didn't. You were tempted, but you didn't. It's this idea of I need to remind myself that I need to create for myself a loving, stable home environment. And that is my true care. If I allow my anxieties to dictate my actions, I will never get to my new comfort zone. The one that I actually want. Yeah? We lean into that energy. Lean into it, honey. Lean into it. It's there. Boom. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Lean into this fucking energy. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The odds are in your favor. Okay? And then with that intuition, we have stronger access to the Ace of Wands, the sense of direction, and the Ace of Cups, the sense of love. The one that you have been eyeballing since back here. Okay? Yes, you want to know if it's going to lead to a new relationship, emotional commitment, all that in a bag of chips. The answer is yes. Okay? Thank you. Good fucking job. Good fucking job. The stars is underlying here twice. Yes. Instead of going like this, which is what you used to do in the past, now you're going like this. And it's scary. I know. I know. I know. It's scary to aim high. Oh, but when you do. Oh, but when you do. So, no shit, it's taking you strength to connect with that person. Oh my God. And so it is. Keep on keeping on, yeah? Oh, it's one of the shorter ones. Don't complain. That means yours was one of the easier ones. When they're shorter, they tend to be easier and less complicated. Okay. But you know what though? I take that complaints in good humor now. That means people are offended when their messages are less than an hour. That cracks me up. My message is only 50 minutes long. Do you not love us? Like, what's going on? No, that means yours had less problems. Alright, let's do some time checks on this person. I gotta see this person you're reacting so strongly to. It's so confrontational, and it's all on the midline, and it's happening, if not now, then really soon. Really soon. Let me, I don't... Lover's energy is throwing me off. It's a very strong connection. Old soul energy. But it's wrapped up in that same wish fulfillment and desire that you resist. When does this person's energy appear? I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm about to see. When does this person's energy appear, please? I don't know if I'm going to see the past or the future. I know it's scary. It's confrontational, but it's everything you want, baby, plus a bag of chips. It's what you told yourself you deserved. You had to learn that shit the hard way, so honor what you learned and make good on it. When is this? Okay. For some of you, it is now. July. Seven of Cups is literally the 7th month in tarot. So for now, some of you, yeah, you're meeting this person in July. Now. Soon. Like soon. If you haven't already. For some of you, this person has been an option in love, but you've never made good on it. That's for some of you, not all of you. How far back that goes. As I said that, 7 of Pentacles is underlying. Thank you. For some of you, you've known this person for 7 years. Others of you, 14. But yes, for now, some of you, yeah, you're meeting this person for the first time in July. Yeah. And some of you, it was when you simply decided to invest in the Chariot the way that you've always wanted to see it, feel it, experience it, and or operate it. You're still warming up to that concept. There they are again. Okay, there's some energy going down in July. Now. Yes, yes, yes. Some serious energy going down with this person in July. I don't quite know what that is. But there you go. Yes, but some of you met this person 7 years ago, possibly 14. Some of you, they're brand new altogether. And you're meeting them now, as I said. It's going to be a mixed bunch for you, but it's consistent 7 energy, so I know it's fortunate. In other words, in your favor. 777 is always a good thing. Fortuitous. What else about this person's energy? Some of you June. Some of you have an upcoming date. Some of you, like I said, you've been bouncing with this person on and off for years. That does happen. Oh yeah. Some of you got a little backstory with this person. Possibly last October was a significant marker for some of you. The 6th, the 16th, the 7th, the 13th. Also the 27th. That Page of Cups energy. Yes. Oh, we've been putting it off, but we've been thinking about it. Well, it would just be so much easier if you didn't. I agree, but that's not what you want, honey. You don't want easy. Frankly, if I'm calling you on your shit side, you actually want to be challenged by the universe. You want to be challenged to step up because you know where you're coming from. You've been down that road. It does not serve you. You want to be challenged. I know it'd be easy to talk yourself out of it. The time's not right. Guess what? Time's never right. But when it is time to fall in love, isn't it fucking glorious? Makes all the inconveniences fall away because they're not important. So yeah, there's never been a good time. I know. And I know you've tried to talk yourself out of it a million different ways. and it doesn't work. For some of you who think you should cut it off before it even has a chance to start, you're not going to. Sorry. Tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. I know you think about it, but you're not going to do it. Like I said, you want to be challenged. Heavy references to 7 here, which again is very fortuitous. We also have 10s. This is over. This time of delay, this decade of non-changing energy, time's been served. It's done. It's over. Let it be. You have something else here. Strongly, something else here. What did not work out is what did not work out. Let it be. Move on to other things. Even you know it's time. Sucks, man. Just thinking about Aries because they had so much potential but so much fear. It sucks though with that one is that they know what they have and they won't do a damn thing about it. That's so unusual for Aries. So unusual. So unusual for Aries. See, I know you have finished out a couple cycles where they all kind of added up to the same. Okay? Let's be real. I know you see it. I know you see the reflection. I know you see the pattern of it. So it's not that you're like, okay, I'm going to take one more roller coaster ride. No, that thought is too simple. It is way too simplistic. That is not the side I'm looking at. Okay, well, I'll take one more ride on the roller coaster called love. No, it's coming from a place of better understanding of what it is you deserve and what it is you want to see for yourself, and literally creating a new comfort zone within you. Welcoming change, welcoming passion, welcoming love, and not being so resistant to it. And the more you lean into that energy, the more in fact it gets back to you. I see you openly, emotionally committing in a new relationship, and it feels so fucking good. And it begins with you understanding that the things that are broken and done in the past need to stay that way. I'm looking at somebody who's had at least 2 serious relationship cycles that pretty much added up to the same thing. Okay. Yeah, there's all that fucking 5. Aren't you tired of the fragmentation? Aren't you tired of the disappointment? Aren't you tired of the endings? Aren't you tired of the fights? Aren't you tired of the night sweats? Aren't you tired of the anxiety? So this isn't about you taking one last roller coaster ride. This is you actually choosing what is correct for you. Okay? Heavy 10 energy 5. The variation of those things. So 10, 15, 20. 25, 26, 27. Okay. When does this substantiate? Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please, in future. When does this substantiate? When does this connection substantiate? You're choosing it. You know it's good for you, honey. You know it's good for you. You can feel it. You can feel it in every bone of your body and every inch of your skin. You know it's good for you. For some of you, 9 weeks, it will substantiate. That would put us into September, correct? Your energy. It substantiates more in September. When I should say you allow it, and you allow it to flow more easily. Okay? When you lean into it more and understanding that this is good for you. For some of you at World's End. I don't know why I'm reading it that way. They're too small for you. Some of you at World's End. So that would put you into December to January. For others of you, I must insist, the connection deepens and you allow it to flow. You allow it to become your new comfort zone. You allow it to become your new relationship status as early as September, and for some of you, not till later in the year. Okay? There it is again. Correct. Bingo, baby. Yes. We're in a full-on relationship that is loving, centering, beautiful, generous, very generous, passionate, and your new comfort zone, I must insist. As early as September, because I can tell you you're engaging with this person's energy now in July. And then you allow yourself to go more with the flow and stop blocking yourself more so September, and then upwards to the late year or new year. Yeah, that's when full-on relationship energy. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm feeling some of these. What's going on here? What's going on here? Important conversation. I imagine that you will have a couple of important conversations, but really opening up is spiritual protection. I told you that's what this is already, spiritual protection. Communicating what it is that you want to see, and including your fears, which are natural at this point, the tension that you've experienced in this connection, and why you found yourself it's hard for you to immerse yourself in it fully and completely the way you want. Having those conversations. Don't just keep all this shit to yourself. If you really are connecting to somebody this strongly, they should understand where you're coming from and what it is that you hope to achieve, and that they can better match your vision. That's part of opening up and changing that wheel of fortune. Okay? But you are spiritually protected. Please know that. Anything else, please? Destined. Now that's cynical. Some of you feel like you were destined to be forever stuck. That's the old Sag thinking. We're not on board with that anymore. Okay? We're going to take that stuckness out. We want to understand we do have positive destiny, and not just the ones that we feel we're stuck with. No, that's that common denominator, low-level bullshit thinking that you are no longer subject to, or at least you're not supposed to be. Okay? No more of that stuck crap. Destiny, fine. By all means, believe in that. As far as I can tell, that person's fucking tailor-made for you. The same one you're showing resistance to, and it's coming from an understandable place. I need you to alleviate those fears and talk about them more with your person. And how you always felt like you've been stuck in relationships, knowing what it is you want and feel, and what you've gotten, and what you've allowed yourself to be in over and over again. You want to push past that, right? You want a next level destiny kind of energy, you know what I'm saying? What else, please? Open the fuck up. Yes, I agree. To create positive change. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you backing me up on that. Yes, that's what we were talking about. Open yourself up to change. Lean into it, because you're doing it already, honey. You're doing it already. You understand the theory. Now it's time to put it into practice. Okay? At first I thought you were going to shy away, that it was just too much for you. It was too much of a challenge for you, because I swear to God I see that all day, every day. But no. The more you open up about the truth of what it is you want, open manifestation, having conversations with your person that seems to be so very important to you, that are real, and they talk about feelings and passions and drives and fears, and look, this is where I've come from, and I'm afraid I'll get stuck in that kind of thing again, and I just want my next relationship to really mean something. You know, when you start talking like that, they can present that same energy back to you. Like, I'm on the same page with you, that. Completely 100% on the same page. I don't want to have any more of my time wasted either. I feel something very strongly with you. You see what I'm saying? And there's that natural back and forth the way it should be. And the more you engage in it, the more splendidly it feels correct to you. Okay. All right. All right. That was a good talk. That was a good talk. I still have half of mine to redo Aries, because I'm so disappointed with it. It's just so outside their normative. It was so outside their normative, but everybody has to have a reading like that. I know. See, there's that wilted tulip, yeah? There's that sense of, this is all I can expect. This is all I can expect in my emotional energy. Just something that constantly wilts. It starts out promising, but then it always ends up the same way, right? I know. G. C. I thought it was two G's. It's not. It's a G and a C. N. E. X. S. The Eiffel Tower. Yes, indeed. There's your big old romantic tower that you can build and start with fresh ideas about what true love is and really part ways with the old. Okay? Aries, speaking of, good God, there's a reason I kept bringing them up, honey. You might have some very strong Aries in your chart, in which case use theirs as a reflection, because I saw that Aries distinctly with a split mind, more so towards the end. Okay, so if you have Aries in your chart, check theirs out as a reflection of what happens when we don't make choices and we don't lean into what we want. There's still that place of, I don't know what to do, but I want something. Okay? Your person might have some very strong Aries orientation in their charts as well, but it may not necessarily be about that reading. That's why I say, take what resonates, leave what does not. So, you know the drill. Okay. Aquarius, for some of you. Scorpio energy here is indicated by the snowflake, but also, as I've seen, towards world end, i.e. winter. Okay? Some of that stronger sense of, holy shit, I'm in a relationship, and it's legit, and it's real, and it makes me feel really fucking good. Deer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and also that sense of timidity. So the deer is very vulnerable and obviously shies away from anything that might be perceived as threatening, which to a deer is a lot. Okay, it's afraid, it's fearful. Everything it sees or hears that it's unusual or outside of its normative, and it makes it shy away. So that sense of vulnerability, the shyness, it's hard to take a chance. But oh, if you did. Okay? P. Any more? Is that it? Oh. Well, that just... You don't even want to know where that landed. So, the Pegasus, which of course is the masculine symbol for freedom and pride. I'm not saying you have to be a masculine Sag. What I'm saying is this is that sense of unapologetic pride, independence. This is very much your energy. Okay, Sag, you are famously known for your sense of independence of self, freedom of spirit. That's what the Pegasus is. So choose your right to choose love and in life and the direction it's going, yeah? Taurus, some of you are dealing with Taurus. You might have some Taurus in your chart. Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag, of course. The rocking horse, the repetition of one's thoughts and also the repetitions of one's behaviors, patterns, all that stuff. Big heart, yes you do. You want big love. You're being presented big love. I hope you take big love. Okay? Camel, again, more of the earth energy. And then the seashell of Cancer. So for some of you, you might be dealing with Cancer. You might have some very strong Cancer in your chart, in which case, again, I would tap that energy. It would be very useful to you. Okay. Okay. I feel like... What is it? What? This is Big Red, by the way. If you're new to my channel, I call it Big Red. Six of Pentacles. Knights of Swords. Aha. Death. It's not fair. So stop taking action towards that which is not fair. Stop giving your energy to people who don't give it back to you. Stop fucking doing it. Stop trying to create equal states of balance to people who have no interest in showing you the same, emotional or otherwise. You might be doing something for love of the game. That doesn't mean your person is. And if that's true, you know. You feel it. Stop insisting upon balances that don't balance back. Because it's not balanced. And for some of you, the sexual energy is dead, or it has been. Okay? And again, that's another reason why that might be, you know, just in the general sense of relationships that, again, had that unchallenging feel to it. The sexual energy was out with it, too. And that's another thing about this person's energy that's clearly here and so explosive and confrontational is because it also represents the opposite of that. So there's a heavy dose of that, too. I don't know why I was supposed to see this except to tell you that if it doesn't feel fair in whatever relationship you find yourself in, whatever commitment you might find yourself in, if it doesn't feel fair emotionally, if it doesn't feel fair spiritually, mentally, or sexually, that's because it's not. It's really basic. But you, the Sag I'm seeing, needs to come to terms with the fact that you keep attracting yourself to these same people over and over again. You've been taught to go for less, therefore you get less. That shit's over. Okay. Sag, put in the comments as you see fit. Good luck to you. Invite me to the wedding. Take care. Be well.